Do you want to vindictively cheese Zerg players for the atrocity that was this map pool earlier this season? Well, I have the build for you. This is a really, really easy build. Any newbie can do it. It doesn't take any skill at all, and it's really fun. It's a quick warp gate rush off of 2 bases, and this is going to be a tutorial of sorts. I'm VenomousStare. This is me playing Protoss in the blue. And my opponent today in Diamond League is going to be Miss Magikarp. Now, while the game heats up, I'm going to talk about this map, Frost, which is excellent. Let's note the pylon at the front of the natural and the nexus first. And I'm going to go Forge. I love Frost. If you don't know, about halfway through this season, Frost and Neo or King Sejong Station replaced some of the worst maps we've ever had that were in the pool before this, that were disgustingly Zerg favored. I play all 3 races. I'm not biased. They were just really unfun to play as Terran and Protoss because Zerg had so many aggressive options. But they got replaced with these old maps that everyone liked, Frost and King Sejong. So I went Forge, Gateway, Cannon, and then made my Cyber Core. I took my gas when you would normally take it after Gateway. Really simple stuff. This is so easy. I start +1 weapons as soon as I have the gas, and I'm going to start the Cyber Core. And by start the Cyber Core, I mean start Warp Gate research. But you also start the Cyber Core as soon as you can. So this is very important. I chrono boost both my Cyber Core and my Forge. And I'm continuing to make probes the entire time. Note, I've only taken 1 gas. I'm also trying to get a probe out on the map to put a proxy pylon down. Knowing that your Zerg opponent is probably going to look around with Lings, you should always send 1 out before. So the one that they see that with an Overlord is a decoy and your real one is over here. Thankfully he narrowly misses it, and this is a great pylon spot on Frost because you can hide your probe up there. It'll give you vision of their third when they take it, and you can immediately warp in. This is a great spot to start pushes and to drop if you're Terran, against Zerg especially. So my warp gate completes. I've made lots of gateways, 8 total, and as soon as the research finishes, I'm just going to start warping in. And I have +1. There's almost no way Zerg will ever have an upgrade this early, like an armor upgrade. They'll have Ling speed, of course. So you're guaranteed to have a +1 advantage, which is huge. Whenever you fight Zerglings and you have +1 Zealots, your Zerglings 2-swipe the Zerglings, which is very, very powerful. And it basically allows you to win engagements straight up, Zealots versus Zerglings. And at this point, I just know my opponent's dead. It's obvious. When you warp get all in a Zerg and they have this few units, they've already lost. Because there's no way, he can't even produce units faster than me at this point. Like, I already have such a numbers advantage. It doesn't matter. He can never recover. So that was a really simple build. We just took 1 gas, made a Forge, a Cyber, and we chronoed both upgrades out of it. One thing I also want to talk about is whenever you do a warp gate rush and you can only afford a few stalkers, your opponent's going to be trying to pump units, and getting supply blocked is very irritating. So you should aim, if you just have a handful of stalkers, you should have them target fired onto overlords, because it will cause them to be supply blocked, and that's very valuable. Like I said, the game was over about a minute ago. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Also, make sure you don't get supply blocked. That's obviously very important, but make multiple enforcement pylons, because if one of your pylons dies and it was the only forward pylon you had, you're really screwed. Okay, that was how to do an easy little 8-gate, warp gate all in. So, if you enjoyed it, subscribe. If you're a Zerg player, don't hate, okay? I'll make a 12-pool video for you.